pop. 2 hits, pop, pop. 1, 2, 3, ah. Go with me. 1, 2, 3, ah, ah, ah. 2, ah, ah. 2, ah, ah. 1, 2, ah, ah. Here we go. Yeah. Woo! Pop, pop. Here we go! Woo! Everybody! 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go! Woo! And here we go! Oh, 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 oh! Wow! Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Do me a favor, turn to someone next to you, ideally someone you don't know, give them a high five and say, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't even know we could do that. How's everyone feeling today? I'd like to give you a big, big welcome to your 2017 SUD statewide conference. Give it up, give it up, give it up! We are the Drum Cafe, and what you just experienced was harmonizing as one through the universal language of rhythm and drumming. It's a language that transcends these barriers and boundaries that we create amongst each other, within ourselves, and it helps us reach this higher level of communication and collaboration and teamwork. So you notice we were playing drums as you walked in. This was not random. This was very intentional. This was what we call a drum call. It was welcoming you in to the center of the room around one common theme, around one common mission, right? For you guys right now, this is a chance to come together, right? To connect with each other, help promote this universal understanding of the challenges, the opportunities for focusing SUD systems of care towards recovery in the state of California, right? This is a big time. It's a big time to come together. Now, this drum call, we didn't create this. This isn't new. This has been happening for centuries upon centuries, all throughout the world, but we're more focused on West Africa. We're playing with instruments from West Africa. You're playing with instruments from West Africa. It's called a djembe, right? But people have come together. They've celebrated around the drum. It could be the harvesting of a crop, a newborn baby, a wedding ceremony. But whatever it is, they get together and they celebrate around the drum. So a quick story, I got to go to Guinea, West Africa about 7 years ago. I went there for about 6 weeks. I went to study drumming. I went to study dance. Great, great experience. In my last week there, I was in the city most of the time. My last week, I went up north to a small village called Kumana. The village is really where all of the magic happens. It's where it all comes from. Straight from the village. The city is kind of this conglomeration of all the different villages, and it's sort of its own melting pot. So I finally got to go up there, and I arrived 24 hours before the full moon. Now, I didn't know what that meant. To me, it was just another full moon. There'll be more light. That's good, right? But when I arrived, I realized that there's a ceremony that happens every full moon in this village. They come together, and they drum and dance the whole night through from about 11:45 until the sun comes up. I was so excited. This is like when I pictured going to Africa. This is like what I pictured going to do. You know, I brought my coffee. I brought my camera. I was ready to watch and experience. And, you know, there was one gentleman there. He was actually one of the lead drummers. He came up to me. He spoke English. And he said, "I'm sorry, sir, but you can't watch this." And, you know, there's a moment of disappointment. And I'm like, what do you mean I can't? But before I could really process what he meant, he took a drum and he put it on me. And he pushed me right into the middle. And I drummed with him the whole night through. And I'll tell you, as the night got deeper and deeper, we became this one moving force, completely interconnected. And I assure you, this movement had a power that if you took the same group, but working as individuals, we could not have attained. So the Drum Cafe started in South Africa, and there's a word from the Zulu language that I love to share that is called Ubuntu. Can you guys please say that for me? Ubuntu. And it says, I am who I am because of those around me. Because of those around me. And it speaks to the fact that humans are not meant to live in isolation, right? We're interconnected, and when we live in this spirit of Ubuntu, we're open, we're affirming, we're available to each other. We're not feeling threatened by seniority, by culture, by ability, maybe by outside forces, by bureaucracy. So with that said, I just want to take a moment and actually acknowledge the work that you're doing, how wonderful work it is, and how difficult I know it must be, especially when there's outside forces that are probably working against you. So this is a time, and we're really going to use the drums as the metaphor to step into our rhythm, right? Step into our collective rhythm, step into our individual rhythm, because when we step into our rhythms, we're stepping into our power, and we're going to do our job better than ever. And although there's going to be moments where we don't feel good about things that are happening, once we step into that rhythm, we are going to do our job the best we can do. And your job is necessary in the world. I just want to honor what you're doing and thank you for doing the work that you're doing. So, with all that said, I just have one question for you. Are you ready to play some more music? Now you got to remember, we have drummer ears. We don't hear well, so we really need to hear you. Are you ready to make some more music? So when we do the blot, everybody, yeah. All right. So before we keep going, we all have to take an oath to the rhythm, right? We got to take our oath so that we really can do this. So just repeat after me. I am committed to focusing SUD systems of care towards recovery. I half believe you. I half believe you. That's all right. I am committed to making a difference in the lives of individuals with an SUD. We can do it step by step. I am committed to making a difference in the lives of individuals with an SUD. I am committed to sustainable recovery. That's a short one. And I've got rhythm. I am a drummer. All right. Well, if what you say is true, we are going to hit the center of our drums at the exact same time, right in the middle. This is our bass note. This is our pulse. This is us coming together, right? And figuring out the best forms of services that we can offer people. We're going to hit it at the exact same time. Here we go. All right, well, it's all right. We can try it again. The exact same time. Much, much better. All right, let's be realistic. How can we do this so that we're going to hit it consistently together? You have your hand up. You must have an idea. I tricked you. You're right. How are we going to do it? Count. Who said that? Raise your hand. No, okay. We're going to count to 4, and on 5, we're going to hit the drum together, and we're going to keep doing it. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Right now, you have permission to leave your mind. All that matters is this pulse. Feel it in your body. It doesn't matter what happened earlier. It doesn't matter what you're going to do later. It doesn't matter if you said something weird or so and so. Right now, this is all that exists. We are within this pulse. So I'm going to try something over here, my group 1. You're going to keep going nice and strong. Nice and strong. You're going to support group 2. And group 2. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take a nice deep breath. I invite you to shut your eyes. You don't have to do anything you don't want, but I invite you to. Erase all the visual stimulus and put your fingers on the skin of your drum. So I just want you to really hone in on this pulse, right? That all of your fellow teammates are creating. They're in alignment right now. And I want to just start to hear what happens with that alignment. What can we do with that alignment, right? Literally feel the pulse come up through your legs, all the way into your fingertips. We can really start to hone in on what is the best care we can give to people, right? How are we being the most effective? September, right, is our recovery month. We're going to take a moment and actually look at how we can increase awareness, increase understanding, really celebrate this concept of recovery and that it is a reality. So just take one more moment. Feel that alignment from your teammates. And let's come back in. Beautiful. Now you're going to support them nice and strong. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice deep breath. We're done. We're not playing right now. We're going to put our 10 fingertips on our skin, and I invite you to shut your eyes. So on this side, we're gonna take it a little bit differently. I want you to focus more on the sensation. We're out of our head. I want you to really, truly feel what this alignment feels as it comes through the floor. It's literally the vibrations coming through the floor. It's coming up your legs. Is there any areas where it feels uncomfortable? You don't have to analyze why right now, but just observe for a moment. Observe what is possible when this alignment exists. What can we do when we stay aligned? The power of this alignment that exists, it exists because you can hear it right now in this moment. All right, let's come back in nice and strong. All right, we're going to break your comfort zone for a moment. Let's try our other hand. And to truly maximize the experience, we have to use both sides of our brain. So when I count to 4, we are going to alternate our hands. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, once you feel like you got it, let's add just a little bit of a sway. Think of me as a mirror. I am your mirror. Beautiful. Let's get a little sway back there, yeah? That's all right. It's early. It's early. Don't lose the rhythm. The rhythm is our glue. This is what holds us together. Do not lose the rhythm. But we're going to add voice on top. Why we have the rhythm. So repeat after me. Here we go. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Recovery. Recovery is a reality. Recovery is a reality. Recovery is a reality. With community, we can do this, you will see. With community, we can do this, you'll see. With community, we can do this, you'll see. With community, you can do this, we'll see. With community, we can do this, we'll see. Community, we can do this, you'll see. Let's do it one more time. Community, we can do this, you'll see. Everybody, give me a nice little rumble, a nice little rumble. Let's bring it up a little bit. Bring it down, bring it down. Bring it back up. Stay down here. Nice, very nice. You were doing so well. All right, let's try that one more time. Let's try one more time. pretty close. 2018, I promise you, no problem, we'll get that. All right, we are gonna now, this is our tone note. We're gonna take the tone note, the bass note, we're gonna put them together. We're gonna make one last groove, so repeat after me. Here we go. Keep going, keep going. One, keep going, keep going. Group 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice deep breath. It's very important that we are listening to each other. So before we come in with our part, just take a moment and listen to what's going on with group 1. We're gonna come in like this. Clap, clap. Beautiful. Keep that going. Follow Mr. Mike here. Don't stop. And 4, 3, 2, 1. It's always good to remember to breathe. Before we come in, let's hear what is going on over here. We have to remember to listen to each other. So let's just listen for one moment. We're gonna come in like this. Clap, clap, clap. Clap, clap. Keep that going. And my team. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it going, keep going, keep going. Mike, hold on. Hold on. Just take a moment and listen right now. We've been supporting you up to here, but we're not playing right now. This is an orchestra happening, and this is just you. If there's one moment from today that we ask that you remember, it's right now. There's many voices, but when they come together, it sounds amazing. It sounds like the symphony that you are. Keep it up. Keep doing the work that you do. It's very appreciated. All right, my team. Everybody. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. I play, you play. Here we go. Thank you guys so much. We are the Drum Cafe. It is such an honor to play music with you. I hope that we can do it again. We'd like to invite Marlise up to the stage. Is Marlise in the house? All right. You're very welcome.
Awesome. See, it always pays to stay till the end of our conferences, doesn't it? Can we just give them one more round of applause? think I might have one of their phones too up here, so I'll get that to them later. Awesome. Well, the time has come. The conference is almost over. I do want to thank everyone. I've really enjoyed getting to speak with some of you one-on-one. We do have 2 more workshops, but this is our last time together in the room. I do have to make a quick announcement. There is a workshop change. I'm like out of breath from all the drumming. There is it's 7D from 11 to 12:30. It is now identifying gaps in the SUD treatment infrastructure for youth. So that's going to be occurring, that's 7D on your program, but that is the title of the new workshop. Unfortunately, one of our team at DHCS, some of you are really fortunate to know Denise Galvez, broke her arm, so she's not able to be with us. So I'm sure you understand why she's unfortunately not here with us today. And then also just want to remind those of you with CEUs, you need to turn in your packets before you leave today. So after you attend your last session, be sure to drop those off at the registration desk. While they are magical, Sac State, they won't know that you need those CEUs, so please provide that to them. I also have an extremely important announcement. Taylor Swift is dropping her new song tonight. So her new album is Reputation, I just found out a few days ago. But I hope you're all watching the award show, as I will be, to hear her new song. So outside of that extremely important announcement, I sincerely want to thank all of you, and just to echo what the Drum Cafe said, we are all one voice. And I think coming together in like this, we're a community of California, and now you're going to go back to your local communities, whether you're in your providers or your counties or wherever you are. And I would just encourage you to bring that spirit back. You're doing amazingly wonderful things, and we have a wonderful year ahead of us. So thank you all, and enjoy the rest of the conference.